Ready, set, adventure! Welcome to Hikanuki World Tour and to Day 5 on our cruise on the Celebrity Apex. Come along with us to Cozumel, Mexico. We spend the day at Paradise Beach Club, then head back to the ship's fitness center so we could enjoy another delicious dinner and save room for dessert. We arrived in Cozumel at 8 a.m. and were excited to see the new Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas parked right next door. And we were also amazed by how small she made the Apex appear. Unfortunately, we failed to get an early start and left at about 11 in the morning. So we were also a little apprehensive that the Icon might make things a lot more crowded than we were anticipating. We booked Paradise Beach Club in advance, which is an all-inclusive beach club about a 20-minute drive from the ship. We paid about $65, which covered all you can eat and drink. I do recommend reserving in advance as they do limit the number of guests. There are other similar and popular beach clubs such as Mr. Sancho's, Nachi Cocom, and Playa Mia. Each have their own vibe, so it really depends on your travel group and what suits you the best. This was our first visit to Cozumel, and we just thought that Paradise Beach sounded the best for us. We really enjoyed our day at Paradise. There's a lively vibe, but not too clubby. There were people from all age groups. I would say the 40-plus, no kids group was the best represented. If you'd like to take an immersive walk with us along this beach, go to timestamp 2646. Meanwhile, I'll share some highlights. Popular shore excursions included snorkeling, Mayan ruins tours, and off-roading. You could also book a resort day pass through the ship, but we did it on our own and were responsible for our own transportation. But taxis are plentiful and rates are posted. As always, if you go off on your own, make sure you're back to the ship in time. The ship will wait for those on organized excursions, but if you're on your own, you're on your own. It is a bit of a walk to get down to the end of the pier and to get to the shopping district and to find the taxi stand. But the walkways are flat and well maintained, so it's not too bad. If you're not interested in going too far from the ship, there is a huge shopping area. You'll find your ship favorites, Diamonds International, Tanzanite International, Diamonds International Watch and Design, Del Sol, Caraloha, Piranha Joe, and Iran John Surf Shop. You'll encounter large groups of people going to find their tour groups. You'll also find lively restaurants such as Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, Pancho's Backyard, and Tequila Go-Go restaurant. And you'll find a very large duty-free alcohol shop which was serving $2 shots of tequila on our visit. We found the shops to be very nicely maintained and the people friendly and helpful. They were a bit aggressive, but if you said no thank you, they left you alone. We noticed the round, concrete circle on a couple of the buildings, which were reminiscent of the Mayan ball game. Just when you start to feel like you're going the wrong way, you'll see some signs leading you out to the taxis. But as you can see, there is plenty of shopping and things to do here, so make sure to spend a little time when you're coming back to the ship so that you can get your souvenirs. Although you might want to grab a hat, because it's going to be a hot and sunny day. Plenty of jewelry stores too. I I'm starting to see daylight. I think we're getting close. The camp area was busy but well organized. This is the point where everybody is meeting their tour buses and trying to find their own taxi. Taxi rates are posted, so you'll know what to pay before you get in your taxi, but it's always a good idea just to double check. We paid $18 for a cab, which would have held up to 4 people. Vans were also available for $36 and held up to 8 people. You can always talk to other people in line if you'd like to share a bigger vehicle. It was about a 15 or 20 minute ride over to Paradise Beach. Hopefully you remembered to grab a towel back at the Apex, otherwise you'll have to buy one here. When you exit your cab, you'll be greeted by one of the friendly employees of the Paradise Beach Club. He'll point you in the direction of check-in, and then one of their employees will take you out to find a chair, either by the pool or by the beach. If you forgot your sunblock, there's a pharmacy where you can pick some up. There's also sunglasses and, of course, some t-shirts and other souvenirs. Paradise Beach Club is a lush tropical garden that opens up to a beautiful swimming pool and a gorgeous beach. It won't be hard to spend the day here. We just have to remember all aboard time is 3:30, so we'll have to keep our napping to a minimum. Once you find your chair for the day, you'll be assigned a cocktail server, and all you have to do is sit and relax and let them bring the drinks and the food to you. Gratuity is not included, so be sure to find them at the end of the day and give them the tip that they deserve. We arrived at about 11:45, and as you can see, the pool was quite crowded. So we decided to find a chair on the beach. Around the pool, you can choose either to sit right in the water or find a shady spot under the umbrella. The cabanas, I believe, were about $70 for the day. Here's the taco truck, but you won't have to go there because the servers are the ones that will get the food from there and deliver them right to your chair. But the truck makes for a cute photo opportunity. On our visit, there were plenty of servers, and we never felt like we had to wait long for food or drinks. Chairs were all in pretty good condition and comfortable, and the side tables were handy for your drinks and food. Even at around noon, we had plenty of choices for where to sit. We could choose to sit under a palm tree, under an umbrella, or out in the full sun. As you approach the water, you'll see the fun park, a great place for kids to play. With all the inflatables, I think it was about $16 to $18 for a day pass. Water sports, such as kayaking and stand-up paddleboards, are also available for an additional cost. While the water was clear, it was a bit rocky underfoot with plenty of seaweed. I would recommend water shoes. Kayaks are also available to rent. The water was very calm while we were there, but it was quite chilly in April. There are lifeguards on patrol, although I'm not sure how attentive they actually were. Kids were having a blast on the inflatables, regardless of the temperature of the water. And some of the adults were trying to cool off as well. Just a reminder to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to Hikanuki World Tour. It really helps our channel grow. Thanks, we really do appreciate you. Looks like you can rent jet skis as well. And up ahead, you can even get a massage. I must say, with our ship in port, with the Icon of the Seas in port, and with the Carnival ship in port, I was surprised that the beach really did not feel that crowded. In case you forgot to pick something up at the pier, here's another opportunity for shopping. Those day beds sure look comfy. And now we're back at the pool. Let's see how the crowd looks now. It still looks like most of the chairs are taken, but the pool looks like there's more space. The pool is heated, which is nice on a spring day. Unfortunately, there's not a swim-up bar, Of course, if there were, I'm sure it would be very popular. You're welcome to sit under the palapa and have a drink at the bar. Having walked around quite a bit, it's time to head back to the beach to our chairs to get a drink and maybe a snack.
All right.
2 Mexican waters.
All right.
Here's a look at the menu. The food is included if you do the all-inclusive price. Otherwise, there's a $10 minimum and a $10 charge to get in. We just had a little snack, a quesadilla with guacamole and salsa, some chips with pico and more guacamole, and then the coconut shrimp, which were highly recommended. We decided to go back to the pool and just sit in the water. As I said, the pool was heated and it was very comfortable. The crowds were starting to dissipate, so it made it even more relaxing. Behind the pool, you'll find the showers, the locker rooms, and the restrooms.
Everything's okay, I guess.
There was background music playing all day, especially by the pool. It added to the energetic vibe without being too obnoxious. All in all, we had a fantastic day at the Paradise Beach Club. We would come back here again, and we definitely recommend it. My only advice would be, if you want to sit by the pool, to get here early. So it was about 1:30, and we decided to head back. The all-aboard time was 3:30, and we wanted to save a little time for shopping. Cabs were plentiful and readily available, so we didn't have to wait at all to get back to the ship. Arriving back at the pier, it was a little subdued. Well, except for Margaritaville. We'll stop by in just a minute, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But first, back to that liquor store. Weren't they selling $2 shots of something? What was it again? Tequila, of course. Because when in Mexico, you know the rest.
Okay. Añejo.
Viejo tequila.
Oh.
If you don't drink tequila, no come and visit Mexico.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Margaritaville is always a fun time. But today, we're just going to walk around a little more and then head back to the ship. And now back through security. Between Icon and Apex, passenger capacity nears 10,000 people. So be patient. This is a great perspective of the two ships. Maybe someday we'll try Icon. We will be sailing on Utopia of the Seas in August. Be sure to subscribe and we'll take you along on that adventure. But for now, it's back to Celebrity and the Apex, which we're really enjoying. We'll do a wrap-up in a couple days and share our likes and dislikes. Now it's time for sail away, and we're back on the magic carpet, which has moved from its position on the second floor back up to 14 and is open as a bar and a great place to watch the sail away. As we watch the beautiful turquoise water, it's time to say goodbye to Cozumel, Mexico, and to head over to Grand Cayman. The Caribbean really does have the most beautiful blue shades of water. We decided to stop by the pool to maybe get a few laps in, but that wasn't going to happen. So we headed to the fitness center instead to get a quick workout before dinner so that we would have room for dinner and dessert. It's about 4:30 now, and the fitness center has really cleared out. It's bright, clean, and modern, and a great place to get a quick workout in. Well, we're all cleaned up and ready for dinner. Tonight we're going to eat at Tuscan. There are 4 main dining rooms. Each has its own exclusive menu in addition to what is being served in all 4 dining rooms. We started with assorted breads, then moved on to soup and salads. Oh, and a spinach puff pastry as well. Appetizers were all pretty good. The soup was the best, followed by the puff pastry, and the burrata salad was my least favorite. It was just a little uninspired. My husband had the Tuscan pork chop, which is one of the specialties from the Tuscan restaurant. I had the herb roasted chicken, which is found on the menu every night, no matter which restaurant. Both entrees were good, but not spectacular. Dessert was the highlight of this meal, with the panna cotta served with fruit, and I had the lemon sorbet, which was a delight. After dinner, we stopped in at the Grand Plaza on our way to the show in the theater. The The place was poppin', and we wished we could have stayed a little bit longer. The headliner on day 5 was Josephine Lee, an illusionist. The show was well attended. We chose not to take any video during this show. After the show, we stopped by the casino. The tables were packed, and it was hard to get a chair at a slot machine. So we went to the late night comedy show with Mark Simmons in the theater instead.
Like, Paw, if you want to do a cannonball in the pool, push one of them dumbass kids out the way. They ain't even paid for the cruise. Do your cannonball. All I'm saying, man, you're on vacation. Have fun. Have fun, man.
We really enjoyed the comedy show, and then went up to see if there was anything going on the pool deck. Although there wasn't much activity, it was really pretty cool to see all the lights. We could probably get a few laps in now. But alas, it's been a long day in Cozumel and on the ship, so we need to go back to our cabin and get rested up for another fun-filled day that awaits us in Grand Cayman. And on the way back to the cabin, we'll grab a nightcap from one of our favorite bartenders, Elmer. He's going to pour us a taste of wine.
Thank you, sir.
Now come along with us as we take a long, immersive walk on the beach back at Paradise Beach Club in Cozumel. There are 3 beach clubs on this stretch of beach. We stayed at Paradise Beach, which was the biggest, busiest, and had the most to offer. Carlos and Charlie's and Chula's Beach Club are located next door. These are smaller, less expensive, but have less to offer. The beige umbrellas mark the start of Carlos and Charlie's Beach Club. This club does get mixed reviews, so I would take a look and decide if it looks like it's right for you. Chula's Beach Club starts where you can see the wooden lounge chairs. This had the lowest rating of the three, and as you can see, the inflatables were much fewer than at Paradise. Reviews of Chula's were also mixed. After walking through all three, we were happy with our choice of Paradise. Thanks for joining us at Hikanuki World Tour on Day 5 on the Celebrity Apex for a day in Cozumel. Our travel wisdom for the day comes from author Eckhart Tolle. Life is an adventure. It's not a package tour. Thanks again for joining us at Hikanuki World Tour, and be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notifications button as we'll be sharing our cruise on the Apex.